Hey y'all, what's up? We're back. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Thank y'all for joining me back. Y'all still got my hair done? Okay. It didn't take me that long today either. Why I get to the beauty shop and I and ran into somebody who said, "Oh my God, you came around. I watch you on YouTube." I was like, "Oh, okay." Awkward, right? So yeah, so this person's watching me. I can't even remember her name, which is so sad. But sorry I forgot your name, but thank you so much for recognizing me today. So I'm still getting used to that, y'all. So if I kind of look a little thrown off whenever you approach me and say hi to me or whatever, I still speak, but it is kind of weird for like strangers to be walking up to me and recognizing me out in public. So shout out to the lady in the beauty shop today. Okay. Let's get into the show though, because we do have some great topics to get into. Let's see who we got in here. I see my top flights are here. Rose is here. Tiffany is here. Hi, Truth is here as well. Hey, Shirley Terry, Stacy Lane, Maria Perry. Hi. Hey, what's that? Marion's favorites. Hey, thanks for being here. And everyone coming in. I see we got 35 watching so far. Cheryl Williams. Hey, Felicia BW, Mary White. Hey, Mary. DC girl is in the house. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's get into it. Of course, everything said is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Shout out to Wente Talk for getting her video back up. Okay, child, the devil is busy, ain't he? The devil is busy. Shout out to Wente Talk though on that. Getting your video up after they mass struck your video, child. That was unfortunate. But thank God for YouTube having their own rules and regulations where they go and they look at the video and they don't see anything that was reported and they put it back up. So shout out to her because I'm pretty sure she worked really hard on that video. All right, so let's get into it. First topic. Shout out to It's Only Entertainment. Wet my whistle, y'all. So Azaelia Banks, y'all know she's very controversial. She's been in a lot of beefs with a lot of celebrities. But she is putting comedian Dave Chappelle on blast, you guys. I ran across this. I said, oh my God, why is she doing this to Dave? Dave is married with kids. So if this was before he got married, I'm not sure why you're bringing it up now. Like, is this for clout? Are you trying to embarrass him? Are you trying to ruin his career? Like, what is the basis of you bringing this information out? Okay. I don't be understanding people like this, but Azaelia Banks claims that she hooked up with Dave Chappelle and says that he was chasing trans women in New York City. So if you hooked up with him and he was chasing trans women, what does that say about you? Right? You like men who chase trans women? Is that what you're trying to say? Because that's what it's given. So let's get into what the things that she had to say. So she says, and this was on Twitter, she says, so it's Dave Chappelle. That's a Black legend, of course. I let him hit. So when are women out here kissing and telling now? Are we grown ass women out here kissing and telling when we allow a man to taste the juices of the vine? We'll say it that way. She says, I don't care if he likes trannies, LOL. If he liked men, I wouldn't have done it. Well, she goes on to say, but it's Chappelle and he can have a little girl, DICK, as a treat. So this person, no thanks, said that you can't play on offense, said that you let him hit. There is no equal opportunity in that space. So she responds by saying, to be honest, Dave Chappelle is genuinely a tranny chaser. Wow. I wonder how he feels about this. Said that he was sweating my 2 trans friends for like 4 hours after the box in New York City. The bartender actually had to come and ask us to leave. So this person says Dave Chappelle not understanding how his jokes against trans people contributed to our current political hellscape illustrates how so many of y'all are dumber than you think. So then she goes on to say, because we were there until almost 6 a.m., the club closed at 1. Who's that? Primamisha and Duce. I guess that's her 2 trans friends that she said she was out with. She said that he was low-key insulting them, trying to flirt. It was very tragic. She goes on to say, but in the end, I still got the DICK, so I won't hide. You on some whole vibes out here. So this person said that why did the bartender ask you to leave if it was Chappelle all desperately trying to get into your trans friends? said the bartender's like, you'd better go, Mr. Chappelle's getting way too excited by your transsexual allure. Yeah, that don't make no sense. But so she is exposing Dave Chappelle, who is a married man to a woman. Okay, his wife, I think his wife is like Asian or something like that, but he is married with kids. I'm not sure when this encounter took place, but he's been married, from my understanding, for quite some time. So if he's stepping out on his wife and he's chasing trannies, that's not a good look. And he definitely has to be careful and more discreet if he's stepping out. Not saying that he should even be doing it, but if you're going to do it, at least be discreet to where you don't run into bitches like this. It's going to put you on blast and on Front Street and even put your business out there like that. So let's get into it. This is unfortunate. So Azealia Banks has social media in a frenzy after making shocking claims about Dave Chappelle on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. Now, according to Azealia Banks, said that she allegedly had sex with Dave Chappelle after running into him during a night out in New York City. She goes on to say that she also claimed the comedian was showing interest in her transgender friends at a bar before the two later linked up themselves. So you just meeting people at bars and laying down with them? Gotcha. Said that Banks, which is Azealia Banks, said that she had no issue with Chappelle allegedly being attracted to trans women, adding that she was willing to sleep with him because he's Dave Chappelle. So celebrities can't get diseases too. I'm not saying that he has any, but you're just that willing to sleep with a person because of their celebrityism. Like, you just out here just sleeping with people. So if you ran into, I don't know, not DMX, but he's no longer here, but if you ran into somebody like, I don't know, like Usher. Well, don't run into Usher because we already know what he packing over there. But let's see. Let's say you run into Chris Brown. You're gonna give up the goodies because it's Chris Brown. I don't know why people don't be thinking that celebrities can't have STDs too. I mean, didn't Usher get sued for allegedly giving a few women herpes or something to that effect? Right? A woman sued him. I think like 2 women went after him for saying that they contracted herpes, and he paid out like a huge settlement to these women. So I don't care how fine they are, you still have to be very careful when you're moving out here in these streets. And just because his name is damn Dave Chappelle, that don't mean he just absolutely get the goodies because of who he is, right? And then too, he like trannies, girl. If that's the case, she's saying he does, but I don't know. But what y'all think? Let's move along, child. I hope he addressed that, because baby, and girl, if you lying on him, he might sue your ass, right? Because he do have an image out here. He does have an image. So I hope you don't get sued for out here repeating some shit that might not be true. Okay. Let's get into this next topic. Okay. POV Afro. Let's get a point of view Afro. Let's get into this talk. I ran across this post here that I wanted to play. We've been talking about Tina and Teddy Campbell. I'm kind of tired of talking about them, but then I run across something else that's worth talking about. I promise we're gonna stop talking about them unless something like viral happens with them, because I don't want to wear my audience out with a repetitive topic, but it is a viral topic. Teddy and Tina being divorced. It's like every time I try to move on from it, something else pops up, right? So I'm gonna try to cool it with the Teddy and Tina stuff. This morning I did reveal who the side piece was that Teddy was still seeing, which is one of the reasons why he decided to divorce Tina. Okay. After 25 years, I hear it was 25 years of marriage. So he decided to move the hell on with the side piece, child. But go look at that video from this morning so you guys can get, I showed pictures and all of that this morning. So check that out. Please run the numbers up on that for me. But let's get into this topic here. It says that, ladies, when that man does you wrong, don't stay and suffer in silence. They said sometimes the strongest thing that you can do is walk away and choose yourself before the heartbreak gets deeper. That's true. Says to protect your peace, your time, and your heart every time. Because staying where you are not valued will cost you more than leaving ever will. That is some true facts right there. One more. All right, let's get into this. So the husband files for divorce after 25 years of marriage. We already know this is Tina and Teddy Campbell. Let's go.
This is the reality that I've seen for many Christian women. Why do you negate one sin over the other?
Ooh.
Why? Why is one sin more heavily induced than the other? Okay, he cheated on you. Not just with anybody. I'm talking about with your God, the godmother of your children, the people that work under her. She literally went on television and that lady broke down to her Adam in front of her peers, in front of her family. And you know what they told her? Stay in the fight. Make sure you get right. You're going to get through this. Stay with this man. And now 20-something years later, he is embarrassing you, not only just within your household, he's embarrassing you on the media. For once in your life, women, I beg you to put yourself first. When that man does you wrong, walk, because you're going to save yourself 20 more years of heartache. Because this is the reality that I've seen for many Christian women. Why do you negate one sin over the other? Ooh. Why? Why is one sin more heavily induced than the other? Okay, he cheated on you, not just with anybody. I'm talking about with your God.
What y'all think about that? Everything she said. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. I know it's hard, especially when you have kids. You don't want to pull your kids from having a 2-parent home, but if the situation is toxic, you don't want your kids to see you and this person always arguing and back and forth, you being hurt and crying and depressed and not in the right headspace to parent your kids because you allowed a sorry fuck nigga to take you through certain situations and publicly embarrass you, as this situation here has been. 25 years is a long time to put up with somebody. 25 years is a long time to deal with a person who doesn't really have their heart 100% into the marriage or the situation, and then to deal with infidelity 7 years after he apologized to you and tell you, hey, let's work this out, let's stay together, let's go on this apology tour and let's make our marriage work, only for him to file for divorce after, only to find out he was still cheating 7 years after he said, I'm sorry. Like, the shit just don't make no sense. Like, why not just leave then? If you had no intentions of stopping the cheating and the infidelity, why not just leave back then? It would have made more sense for him to just leave when that happened versus staying and they renewed their vows too, you guys. Remember? They renewed their vows on the show and was telling people, hey, we're going to stay and make it work. But yeah, unfortunately, he couldn't stop cheating. 7 years. She dealt with that shit. I played it for you guys earlier. 7 years, 7 more years of the infidelities with not just the assistant, but with other women. So I don't know. Prayers up for Tina Child. Prayers up. But let's move on. I'm trying to get off Teddy and Tina because I'm really tired of talking about them. Because every time I talk about them, I get a little irritated because I just feel like, damn, like at what point do you just put one foot in front of the other and be like, fuck this? Maybe I'm the only one that just, my tolerance level for bullshit is just like, okay, I've always said that's my go-to. If I ever deal with infidelity in my marriage, I'm getting the fuck out. I don't give a fuck how long. Me and my husband been together almost 20 years. If he ever steps out, bitch, and I already told him that's a done daughter for me. I mean, hell no. I can't stay behind that. Don't pray for me. None of that. Don't pray. Don't send me nothing. Talking no God quotes. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm out because I feel like cheating is a conscious decision. Yeah, I value myself too much, my health too much. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm that girl right now. I feel like I'm that girl. Like, I'm still out here turning heads. So, bitch, you're not going to ever put me in a situation where I feel like I got to stay and be miserable because I said I do to somebody. Fuck that. And I love my husband dearly. But that motherfucker ever step out and I done told him, bitch, it's over. I'm filing. I'm out of this bitch. Okay? Fuck that. I value myself. And any woman that want to stay, I ain't telling you what to do, but I'm telling you what I ain't going to do. I value myself. I value my health, myself as a woman. I feel like I can go out there and find somebody that'll respect me or just be by myself for a while. Shit. Okay. Hell no. I ain't be crying over nothing and nobody. And any man I ever left, I ain't been back. So that let me know I got something good going on here. I'm just saying, I value myself too much. I'm still that girl out here. I keep telling I can go pump $40 worth of gas and get some phone numbers out this bitch. So I know I got it. Okay. I'm just saying I can put on my little tight shit and still step out a little bit and the nigga be like, oh, okay, yeah. So I know I got it. So that let me know I ain't got to put up with that shit. But let's move on. And that go for anybody else too. Don't put up with that bullshit. And don't be letting people put that spirituality stuff on you. That God put all this God stuff on you. Say God would want you to stay. No, God wants you to be God wants you to be happy in the best health, and He wants you to be what's the word? He wants you, what is it, to prosper and be in good health and be happy and not stressed out. That's stressful to be with somebody who disrespects you in that way. So no, ma'am. I tell nobody. I tell my friends as well. If niggas cheat on you, fuck out of there. Girl, no. All right, but let's move along. Tory Lanez, honey. Tory Lanez Tory Lanez is suing the prison where he was starved 14 times for $100 million, asking for $1 million for every wound. You won't get it. You know how many? Do you know how many prisoners get starved up and get beat up and unalived in prison? You probably won't be seeing no money from that. Okay, you are in there for powering Megan Thee Stallion. So if anybody should be getting $100 million, probably her. I mean, because she's the one that suffered some bullet wounds out here. But let's get into him, because he's feeling a little sense of entitlement. I mean, my apologies for you being starved up. I mean, I don't know what kind of beef you had up in there, if you was beefing with the gang or what, but somebody did starve him up. I did see the video. I cannot play it here, but he was upstairs in the prison, and this guy came out of his cell and approached him and just started attacking him. And Tory kind of hit the ground and his feet was kicking, trying to get away from this person. But the person was like literally coming at him and starving him up. Like he literally was doing it. So thank God he was able to make it. When we covered this initially, he did have a few punctured in his lungs. His lungs did get punctured behind this incident. He almost died, y'all. So they did move him from that prison to another prison because it was not safe for him. But he's been trying to get out. He's filed multiple multiple cases to where he could try to get out, but they said no. So they want him to sit. He has 10 years that he's looking at behind this Megan Thee Stallion situation. But let's get into this. Tory Lanez is suing the prison child for $100 million. So Tory says that he is not letting this slide. The rapper just filed a $100 million lawsuit against the California Department of Corrections, the warden, and 50 corrections officers at the prison where he was starved. We got to say it that way for YouTube. 14 times and had both lungs collapse, per TMZ. They dropped it first, which they always do. Said his assailant was a lifer, already serving time for unaliving. So he didn't have shit to lose when he attacked him. Okay, a lifer, that's somebody serving life. You ain't going nowhere no time soon. So he don't care or give a hot damn about taking nobody else's life. So that's what he's trying to do. So it says now Tory Lanez is asking $1 million for every wound, child. The math ain't mathing. You ask for $100 million, but you starved 14 times. Wouldn't that be 14 million? I mean, I thought I was good at math. I made straight A's in math. You said 100. You want what's he asking for? He want you want $1 million for every wound. For that was give you 14 million. How you get up to 100? Is that pain and suffering and shit to be added in there? Hold up. Yeah, that ain't yeah. Your math is off. I don't know. Maybe they got you in the head somewhere. They done starved you in the head because your math is off a little bit. But said Cliche said, do you think the prison should be held accountable for what happened to him? They're not going to pay you. I'm sorry. Sorry, right? Yeah. What up, Mellow Man? So yeah, they not about to give you $100 million. Okay, you need to go back and get your calculator back out. Or get on your fingers and toes over there. And yeah, you're not getting $100 million. Shit, you ain't gonna get 14 million. Okay, you see, you want $1 million for every star wound. You got 14 star wounds, and you asked for $100 million. They're gonna tell you get the hell out of there. They're gonna laugh your ass up out of there real quick. All right, let's get into this what is it? Real Housewives of Atlanta. Miss Angela Oakley talking about Phaedra, honey. Phaedra, her lying ass. Let's get into her, child. Y'all know Phaedra be lying all the time. That's why I asked got fired before. And here lying on candy. But Angela has something to say, honey. So Angela Oakley sits down with Way Up, Miss Angela Yee. Y'all know she has her own podcast now. She used to be on the Breakfast Club, but she has her own podcast, and she's doing really well for herself. So shout out to Angela. But Angela Oakley, honey, speaks on the issue with Phaedra Parks, honey, and addresses Charles Oakley's cheating allegations, because they were trying to say Charles is out here busting it wide open. I even covered a topic too a few videos back where it was said that Charles was seen in a Atlanta hotel downtown coming out with a woman child that was not Angela Oakley, honey. So he balls deep in some chick. But there's been a lot of allegations of Charles cheating, but Angela says she doesn't believe any of them. So listen, that's your husband. I ain't gonna keep telling you that he cheating if you don't believe it. I ain't about to waste my time and my breath telling you nothing. If you want to stay with a man and you don't care what nobody else is telling you, hey, y'all been married for a long time, and if that's what you want to do, you have some women out there to say, hey, unless I see it with my own eyes, I don't believe that shit. So maybe that's where she is when it comes to Charles and his infidelity, because I mean, we've heard a lot about that. Even when he was playing basketball, there were rumors about him, stepping out on her, but she stuck right there, honey, and she stayed. So let's get into what she had to say.
I always wonder how you truly feel about things, because there were issues with Phaedra, and it feels like that may carry over But it feels like you resolved it, and I'm not 100% sure on what that is like, because Phaedra may or may not have had some people come
Right.
and interrupt the moment and make it seem like Charles was cheating on you, but then she said she didn't.
Yeah, you know what? I believe what she says.
Okay.
As of now, I believe what she says. And you know, that was a rookie mistake, taking information from somebody off the street. Like, this guy just came up to me, you know, like, girl, let me tell you about. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I didn't know. I didn't have any guidance. I didn't know how to vet, you know, information that comes to you. And once, you know, I took my time and, you know, went through all the evidence, I'm like, okay, I just got played.
You had to go
You
through
know?
evidence.
Yeah, I had to go through evidence. Like, I was a detective all the way through. And it took me a long time to let it go. I didn't let it go right away. I was like, no, I'm going to find out for sure. Then finally, I'm like, okay, I got played.
How are you and Portia after those comments from the previous season?
Yeah, that was a rough road.
Yeah.
You know, and we had conversations. She apologized. She apologized to Charles. And we agreed to move on. And, you know, but it's like, I got my eye on you. Like,
yeah. I mean, but you're sick, but it also is just, that was a wild thing.
That was wild
to say. I was like, whoa.
That was wild.
You guys do remember that when Portia said it on the show that she would sleep with Charles. Don't make me sleep with your husband, or something to that effect. But she was talking about Angela, where she and Angela had some words. And Portia, she didn't know that the cameras caught it because she was, you know, I guess with out of camera view, but y'all know they have cameras all over the place when they're filming the show. But the cameras, they did catch the audio of Portia saying, "Don't make me sleep with Charles." I guess that's like a get back at Angela. But then when they asked Portia initially about it, she lied and said, "I never said that." But child, it's that little beautiful being footage that they be able to roll back, and they were able to play it for Portia. And she was like, "Oh, well, I guess I did say it. Sorry." Like, girl, you knew you said it. Well, her lying self. But let's keep
going. It was wild, and you saw my initial reaction. It wasn't a hug, you know.
No,
So that's just, we've moved on from that. But of course, my initial reaction, we're not hugging.
I always wonder how you truly feel about things, because there were issues with Phaedra, and it feels like that may carry over.
So I'm happy that they were able to sweep that under the rug and move forward, you know, because Phaedra was running around telling people, "Oh, I know Charles," like she dated him, or like she had some type of inappropriate interaction with him initially on last season's Real Housewives of Atlanta. But Charles was like, "Yeah, I don't know you. I may have been in a room or two and saw you like at some event that we were at, you know, at the same time. But as far as me knowing you or having conversations, the way Phaedra presented it to the girls and to Angela Oakley, she presented it like maybe she and Charles may have dated, or like she had that she's been friends with him for years. But Charles was like I may have spoken to you at a party, but I don't know you. I've heard of you, but I don't know you. We're not friends. We've never hung out like that. But we've been probably in the same room for like a party or an event. But yeah, don't be running around telling people you know me like that, because then people be like, "Oh, well, damn, did y'all date?" Or, you know, and she was even saying, "I didn't even know he had a wife." Why would that matter? Right? She was saying it like she dated him and didn't know that Charles was married to Angela. That's kind of how she presented it. But I was like, Phaedra, you kind of messy. But then you was all up in Angela's face. Miss, I didn't know her, right? Moving on up. Yeah, she was doing too much. She was doing absolutely too much. I don't know him. I don't know. I didn't know he had a wife. I don't know Angela. This is the first time I even knew he had it. I was like, child, they've been married for what? They've been married then for like a good 8 years or so. I said, child, sit down. All right. Let's get into this topic here. As we all know, Trish and Ken have broken up. I dropped a little tea the other day on the two of them. All right, I told y'all to read between the lines because I didn't want to just come out and say it. But they've been broken up since January of this year, early January. So they're no longer together. But my thing is this: when you and a significant other decide to go on a break, how do you feel about said person, your significant other, seeing another person, if you're taking a break with the understanding that you guys are working on your relationship? Like, if a person is so quick to go and meet someone else and entertain someone else while you're on said break where you're supposed to be healing, I just feel like you just ran out of fucks to give in terms of the relationship, right? So in this clip here, Trish is going to say that she and Ken decided to take a break, like a healing break, because they were having so many issues in their relationship. But she stepped out and was seeing someone. And then she found out he was seeing someone. But then he tried to spin the block and question her on if she was seeing somebody the whole time he was, right? Like, the audacity of you to ask me during our break, was I seeing somebody, and the whole time you were entertaining somebody? Like, what? I like, first of all, don't ask me nothing. But let's get into this, child. Just toxic.
think we're taking a break for a little bit longer this time.
What does that mean when you say take a break? I feel like a lot of times we say we're taking a break from each other, but does that mean if he's on a date or you're on a date, then somebody's cheating on somebody? What does taking a break mean to you?
Well, okay, so I'm glad you said that, because when we took a break last time, he started talking to somebody. And he was talking about, oh, we need to start over, rebuild, do this and this. But he was talking to somebody at the same time. But when he came and asked me, was I talking to someone? I was honest. I said, yes, I was. And I had. Right now, I think we're taking a break for a little bit longer this time.
A little bit longer this time. So that means y'all don't have more than one break in here. I'm not the type to like a little break. I don't do no breaks in relationships. You go stay at a hotel for a few days and I don't do them. Because that leaves the door open for some bullshit, right? Like if y'all having issues like that, I feel like you should do couple counseling or marital counseling and kind of get to the root of what it is. And you guys have a conversation and they kind of spill how they're feeling. You spill how you're feeling and work through that shit, right? But this getting a break, you pack your shit and move out for a month or two. And that leaves the door open for shit to happen. And it further causes more problems, I feel, right? I'm not into the break thing. I mean, break babies be born on breaks, right? Ask Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade had a break baby, okay? Ludacris had a break baby on his woman, okay? They're doing that nowadays, right? Take a break, let's heal. Nigga out here balls deep in bitches, and then when y'all get back together, you a stepmom. No, okay? But of course, they're not together now. It sounds like they were having a lot of tumultuous situations there to where they felt the need to keep having breaks. But I told y'all the other day, Ken got a little Ike Turner in his spirit, okay? So that's one of the reasons why they're not together anymore. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But moving right along, he got a little Ike Turner in him. While we're on Love and Marriage Huntsville, let's get into this scene, okay, where Tisha, who is in her 40s, acts like she's fully 14 years old out here, girl. Okay, you ain't hit sweet 16 yet, sis. You still out here acting like you 14 years old, like people owe your ass something. But let's get into it. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 6, episode 23. I don't know why they do it like this. 23. Carlos always merged the seasons like that, and that irritates me. Episode 23, like who does that? Let's get into this sneak peek. Shout out to OWN, and then shout out to OMFG Reality TV for this clip right here. Let's go.
You want to fight with Nell? What is the issue? You talk about me behind my fucking back. Tisha. Don't walk out this door.
I'm leaving.
No, I didn't don't walk out the door.
I'm leaving. Go look at your text messages. Stuff when I wasn't there for you. When we wasn't filming, I was there for your ass.
And I do the same. You try to say you stupid and you all this, and I tell them how intelligent you are. And I tell them and I defend you. So you need to stop with the bullshit, this victimization. Miserable ass. You want me to fight with Nell?
All right, so this here, what we're seeing on my screen with Tisha is misplaced anger. You're mad at what you're going through at home and you're projecting that onto Destiny, right? Why would you be this mad at Destiny? Right? Why would you be this mad at Destiny? I feel like it's more than just a text message. You're not happy at home, so your projection and your anger is starting to spill out onto Destiny. See, I need to see that on Marcel. Marcel need to get some of that right there, okay? That face scrunched up, that yelling, that aggression, you need to give it to his ass. Did you yell at him like that after the interview with Martell and Ariana? I'm being messy now. Did you yell at Marcel like that after Shan over there on the interview with Martell and Ariana sat up and said she was in Vegas with your husband over there having a whole threesome? She had one in the bike. And she was sitting on one, and one was in her mouth. Did you yell at her then? Did you yell at Marcel when she said that? Because that's what she said. That's what she said. She was sitting on one. There was somebody behind her, and she was gargling balls. Your husband was there, girl. So did you yell at Marcel like you did? Let's look at her then.
What's the issue? You talk about
right there. Did Marcel get that? I doubt it. He'd have sent you up them stairs so fast. If ain't but about 3 stairs. They ain't got but 3 stairs. I'm so sick of them saying they're going upstairs and it's only 3 stairs. Like that irritates me more than anything. But let's
Tisha. Tisha, don't walk out this door.
I'm leaving.
No,
I am
don't
leaving.
walk out the door.
I'm leaving.
Yes, Mellow Man. She like that in the hotel, girl.
Go look at your text messages. Stuff when I wasn't there for you. When we wasn't filming, I was there for your ass.
And I do the same. I'm trying to say you stupid and you all this, and I tell them how intelligent you are. And I tell them and I defend you. So you need
Tell them how intelligent she is when she got her degrees from ICDC College online. Like, why, girl? Why are you telling people she's so intelligent because she got degrees and she got them from ICDC College online, girl? No. Don't be lying to the good people out here, Destiny.
to stop with the bullshit, this victimization. Miserable ass.
Girl, don't you drive them people leased car like that on this show. Do not drive Mercedes leased car like that. You know you got to take that car back. Out here dogging that car like that because you mad at Marceau. Out here cheating and whatnot. Shit, now I'm mad.
You want me to fight with them?
Oh, I'm so messy today. What y'all think about that scene? Let me know. Girl, the misplaced anger is everything. My God. So let's get into Marceau trying to act like he's a good father. After teacher said she already do everything for the kids, and this motherfucker here didn't even know his own son was allergic to peanut butter. But he's having a moment here with his daughter. Okay, you know they're gonna film the kids, child, to try to dumb it down and make him seem like he's an awesome dad, even though he left him to go to Africa for a good 2 weeks. I think they said, child, and he thought about his kids and called him, said his phone didn't work, like they ain't got no phone service over in Africa. But let's get into this next scene, honey. Sneak peek, another sneak peek. It's a lot of sneak peeks, right? OMFG reality TV. Let's go.
Do we have the kind of relationship that you feel like you can just talk to me about stuff?
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, Dad, there's this cute guy at school. And you're
How
going to be like,
is he?
Exactly.
Let me see. Is he bald head like me?
I was like, no.
She's a mixture of Marceau and Tisha. You can see a little bit of Tisha in her, but you can also see a lot of Marceau. She has Marceau's nose, the dimples. She has, I guess, from Tisha. I think Tisha got dimples. But
Well, absolutely not.
Like, what kind of guys are you into? Like what
They have to be smart.
Yeah, are you smart?
Yes, and they can't be like one of those guys who are like, oh yeah, bleh.
Do you like nerdy lame guys? Like, what if a guy was like lame?
Depends on how they act. I go for personality.
What if they're like the funny guy in the class, but they're also smart?
Yes, hello.
So you like guys like your dad?
I hope not.
Yeah. And I get it. I get it. This is why I'm sitting back, like saying, maybe you should run these guys by me. Do we have the kind of relationship that you feel like you can just talk?
Yeah, no, okay. What y'all said she looks more like Marceau. Yeah, she does look more like Marceau. Said she resembles food truck. Y'all are crazy. She does kind of, I think with the dimples. She kind of does resemble Wanda a little bit too, unfortunately. But that was a cutesy scene. I think they're trying to, cute the season up a little bit by having the kids on. So the kids are growing up. Obviously, we remember seeing the kids on the show periodically when they were kind of small then, but they've grown up now. I think her daughter is in like junior high now. Okay. So yeah, shout out to her son. I think their son is in college now. So shout out to them. Nothing negative to say about the kids. Okay. We love the kids. Cameron love the kids. But Marceau, please stop it, child. Stop it. Okay. They already said you don't be overspending no time with no damn kids. Your ass don't even be there half the time. But let's get into this Belle Collective clip. All right. She's a beautiful girl. No hate here. I'll tell you. I can always compliment a kid. I love kids. I love children, honey. Yes. Okay. All right. So shout out to the kids. Cameron love kids. So on TV, shout out to you. Let's get into this Belle Collective clip. Belle Collective is taking a break. Y'all know Carlos shows be taking these long ass breaks. They will not be back after this episode on Friday until June 5th. Like that is a long ass time, right? Like a good month or so. We're in April. We still got to get through May, and then we got to get to June 5th. So yes. So it says that our OG Bells will be back on your screens before you can say Sophista Ratchet. Boo. Okay. Belle Collective returns with all new episodes on Friday. I feel like didn't the new season just come on? Didn't the new season just come on? Why are we taking a break already? Damn, how many episodes y'all got? But so the new season with new episodes will appear back on our screens on Friday, June 5th at 8/7 Central. Okay, so for those of you that are fans of the show, you're gonna have to wait until June 5th to see new episodes. Let's get into this trailer that they put out.
You want to take a sip of your drink? Because you're gonna need it for this conversation.
Belle Collective will return
For her to choose Latrice over Letitia, girl, you have picked a side.
And when it does,
rumors, lies, drama. What's next?
You won't want to miss
Oh my God.
a single minute.
What is this? Honey,
I have a question.
what happened?
Belle Collective returns with new episodes Friday, June 5th, 8, 7 Central.
Honestly, this season with Belle Collective has been very blah. Okay. I've been watching. It's been very blah. I told y'all, anytime I'm watching an episode of anything and I'm playing on my phone more than I'm watching, it's very blah. All I know is when Power was on, and BMF and all these other good shows, I was watching the show. Like my phone was plugged up on the charger, child, and I'm tunnel vision. But Belle Collective this season, girl, I was on Instagram. I was seeing who was on YouTube. I was doing some shopping. I sure the hell was. I was on Amazon. Shit. Not watching this damn show like that because it was boring as hell. So y'all need to beef it up in these new episodes coming up in June, because baby, this was not giving me what it needed to give this season, Carlos. Y'all, you slipping on your pimping a little bit. All right, you are. I'm trying to like you, Carlos, or your episodes. All right, I'm trying to like your episodes. But this season has been very blah and boring. All right, it was a snooze fest. All right, heavy on the snooze. Let's get into this fighting child over here, child. She done went up over to Ice Spice table of the McDonald's. We showed that the other day, where this random girl went up to Ice Spice, who was a female rapper, if we can call it that. Ice Spice was eating her food. This girl walked up to the table, just having a conversation out of the blue, and decided to put her hands on Ice Spice, who she didn't know was real, like ratchet a little bit, and was ready to get down up in there, honey. She put that triple Whopper with cheese, not Whopper, but she put her burger down, baby, and she was up and jumped a few tables and ready to beat ass. And then I don't blame her. You ain't gonna put hands on me and I'm gonna see him look crazy. But Ice Spice, I said it the other day, you sat there and let this girl hover over you and just like you doing too much. I wouldn't have sat there like that. But let's get into it. So the girl who decided to assault Ice Spice, she's speaking up and she's explaining why she decided to put hands on her. Like, you're stupid. So if Ice Spice decides to press charges, you've now just admitted to a crime. Okay, assault. You just admitted to assault in this video. So if Ice Spice wanted to be messy and go downtown and file assault charges on you, get your ass locked the fuck up, all she gotta do is take this video and say, hey, she admitted right here that she touched me because I told her to get away from my table. Yeah, she's eating. Why the fuck are you standing over her talking, asking her a question while she's eating? I don't like that either. If I'm somewhere, don't walk up to me while I'm eating and want to have a conversation with me. You're not about to spit all over my damn food, right? Wait till I finish eating and then I might have a conversation. But let's get into this. So an update says that the woman who assaulted Ice Spice at McDonald's claims that she was showing love before being told she needed to leave. She's eating, right? Says she was rude. She should be rude. You're standing over her food, right? Let's go.
Friend, she comes out and she was like, oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there. And I'm like, oh, for real? So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment. And then immediately Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, why are you over here? You could leave. Bye. And I'm like, why are you being rude? Pretty much. And she was basically saying, like, you could just leave. Bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table. Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, you don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a compliment. And I'm like, you know what? Where are you from? She said, I'm from New York. So I said, let me tell you something. I don't care where you're from. I'm like, you in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people. Like, if you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, oh, I'm not in the mood or something, right? Instead of just yelling at me. So she kept going on. Then she calls me a bitch. So after she calls me a bitch, I hit her. So I hit her. And then so I got escorted out to McDonald's. And then so after they escorted me, I'm like by my car and I hear Ice Spice in the middle of the street talking about where is that bitch at? I want to fight her with you, woo woo. So I come back down the street and then that's when me and her fought again. And then she just kept talking a whole lot of mess. That's just like the brief of.
So in retrospect, you were clout chasing because you said someone told you that, oh, that's Ice Spice sitting over there. So you were trying to get a moment and you saw she was sitting and eating, which was probably not the appropriate time to approach her because she's trying to enjoy her damn food. And you literally was standing over her and talking to the other person at the table. And then you turned your attention to Ice Spice, who obviously was saying she did not want to be bothered, like go away. She told you several times. We saw the video. And you decided to amp up this altercation. And then you made contact with her first while she was sitting and eating. So in retrospect, yeah, you were wrong because you shouldn't have touched her. Well, you really shouldn't have gone over there, right? Shouldn't have gone over there. If she asked you to leave, respectfully leave. It shouldn't have been no, oh, you in my city now. What is all of that? It's disrespectful. It's like people just don't have no couth about them. Like, hello, read the room. People are in a restaurant to eat, not stand around and talk. And if my food is here, I don't want you standing over my food and my drink while I'm trying to fucking eat my food. So yeah, she probably was rude and irritated with your ass because you shouldn't have been standing over there. She don't know you. She don't want to have a conversation. She want to eat her damn food, right? Don't nobody want no cold ass fries. Let's
of the story, honestly. And then as I'm outside the McDonald's as well, she picks up one of my homie's phone. She picks it up and she throws his phone and broke his screen. So
that has nothing to do with you. That's between her and the homie. That ain't your phone. Next.
It was just like, basically she was being disrespectful. And my friend, she comes out and she was like, oh, I think that's Ice Spice.
Okay, so your friend just told you, like we just said, your friend told you there's Ice Spice over there. So you, in your mind, everybody knows Ice Spice is a celebrity. So you went over there to try to clout chase, okay? Again, if she asked you to leave her table, respectfully do that. Don't stand there and want to do a back and forth with a person that obviously don't want to engage with you, and then you become violent towards said person. Again, she can still take this video if she wants to and be on her petty and press charges because you assaulted her first, and she has a right to defend herself if you touch her first. It's called defending herself. Like, yeah, she's defending herself because you hit her. But yeah, what do y'all think about that? I don't care no more. Let's get into Claressa Shields out here acting like a wild alley cat. I'm not sure where this aggression is coming from. Maybe Papoose ain't gave her no peen in a while because he over there fighting with Remy. Maybe they done made up now. Maybe he's over there balls deep with Remy, and Claressa is out here acting crazy on the internet again. Let's go, child. The Talk Lounge official says that Claressa Shields goes off on live saying that nobody can fight like the GOAT. She is so, Claressa gives, she acts like she's like a teenager as well. Claressa gives that she's like 15, 16, 17, maybe 17. From the way she speaks, the way she carries herself, the shit she be saying when she's live. It's like, Papoose, can you come and get her, please? And keep her off the internet for a while because she's really starting to make you look bad as well from some of the stuff that she be saying. But let's get into it.
I'm gonna leave it be. But you know what?
Oh my God.
Keep Claressa Shields' name out y'all motherfucking mouth. You bitches can't fight like me. Y'all can't squabble. You can't squabble like the GOAT. Bitch, you can't squabble like the GOAT. Watch your motherfucking mouth. I'ma leave it be. But you know what?
Why? Who's trying to fight though? How old are we?
Trying to clout chase your way to the top. You look stupid.
And you don't?
I try not to get mad on here, but man, bitches popping it all fight week. Like y'all really about something.
Oh my God.
Trying to clout chase your way to the top. You look stupid.
People in the comments saying, girl, ain't nobody scared of you. You might have hands, but people got pions. I know that shit, right? Roll up on the right one, they ain't fighting your ass. They're gonna unload in them legs, girl. Your ass, you all right? It's gonna be another Tory and Megan situation, okay? You're gonna be down there getting them fragments out your leg, out here trying to be up and fighting folk. That's what's gonna happen to your ass. That's gonna calm you down a little bit. Not that I'm hoping that happens, but you can't be running up trying to fight everybody. Everybody ain't trying to be, you know, getting lumped up. They're gonna go on and pull their good pow out and spray your ass with it, okay?
I try not to get mad on here, but man, bitches popping it all fight week. Like y'all really about something.
I think ever since she signed that contract with baddies, I think she's in that baddies mentality now. Y'all know, because that's all they do on baddies is damn fight. They wake up fighting, go to bed fighting, they go on they break fighting. Like, damn, everything related to baddies is fighting. So ever since she signed on with Lemuel Plummer over there on baddies, she just been hella aggressive and just in baddies mode, right? I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. But I'm not sure who this is directed at. I don't know if it's towards Remy or just some random person that probably checked her online, because you know she's always fighting with random people who she don't know, or strangers online, and yelling and screaming and stuff, and they be looking like, bitch, we don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, she's always hella upset at total strangers who have an opinion because she chooses to get online eating like a pit bull with food flying out her mouth and just talking random shit and telling all her business, and then mad when people insert themselves and give their opinions about the business that you told that we didn't ask to hear about. Girl, please get off my internet with this bullshit. Y'all don't even know what y'all think. Claressa is crashing out. Maybe there's problems at home. Y'all know. She did just get read down in a whole diss track with Remy Ma. We talked about that, I think, the other day. And maybe she's still in her feelings behind that because Remy did tell you, girl, you're not that girl. You're just not that girl anymore. But what do y'all think? Let me know. That's it. I had to do a little, yeah, girl, she eat like a little pit bull with food flying out of her mouth. Okay, she do. I'm like, damn, girl, slow down. Okay, she be hovering over the plate. I'm like, shit. All right. But yeah, it look like if you stick your hand on her plate to grab something off, girl, she would bite the shit out of you. That's what it looked like. Yes, girl, a whole pit bull. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you, mods, for doing an awesome job of modding. Thank you to all the content creators that stopped by. Thank you to all my caramelians in the chat and in the bushes. She do eat like a pit bull. She eat like a damn dog. Maybe that's why Papoose be upstairs, because he don't want her eating. He don't want her all in his plate trying to eat his damn food too, right? And she probably be staring at his plate while she eating. So he be like, bitch, just bring my plate upstairs. I ain't about to fuck with you like that. But yeah, so thank y'all for being here. I'll try to tap in with you guys probably one more again, okay? Because Saturdays usually have a lot of tea and all that going on. So I'm just kind of chilling today and just hanging around the house a little bit. So I'll tap back in with you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day and enjoy your Saturday. He said it. Y'all are crazy in the chat. Thank y'all. Please sign off on all the topics we discussed, okay? And y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone. Until the next video. Bye.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this.